Hello, y'all. This is Kev, and thank you once again for joining me tonight for another Saturday edition of Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Uh, she was sure great to see you guys again, whether you're watching live and participating in the chat like Phil Brad here, or you're part of the replay game. But one of the most important things that I want you guys to do when you enter this place is hit the like button. Hit that like button. That like button is very important. And so is the dislike button because, I love those too. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Also, be aware of what's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Like the video, share the video, but that is your option if you are a content creator or have a social media platform. If it's your first time here, please go ahead and subscribe. My Cash App is also down there, along with super chats activated. Also, there is a language for warning. If you don't like a person to curse while you're listening, this might not be the right channel for you. For edutainment purposes only. Um, edutainment is a word that is an amalgamation of the word, the words education and entertainment. And here's the thing. The edu part comes from people claiming that they have learned from this program, which I will not argue with these people if they say that. Although I don't believe that I'm much of a teacher, but whatever. And entertainment. If you're entertained by this, I believe that if you are sending a message or doing some serious content, you should be somewhat entertaining and appealing to your audience. And the audience that watches this channel is they are people that I put tons of consideration on. So I just want to know if you're watching this and you are considered, especially if you make comments down in the comment section. You make comments in the live chat. I mean, you press like and anything, even if you decide to, you know, have it in your heart to donate a couple bucks, so I can, do like Dr. Thunder. I can probably go get me a sandwich tomorrow. But shout out to Dr. Thunder. But yeah, I'm very grateful for the ability to speak, let alone the ability to speak on a platform such as YouTube. I believe that if you are a content creator, you should be damn happy that you're able to speak the way you speak on any of these platforms because at one point we couldn't. We had the TV and forced narratives to listen to, and that's a lot. A lot of that mucked us up. It really did. And now you got a group of black men who want to answer the questions as to why this is going on. Since people keep asking us and people keep trying to shoehorn the blame since they made decisions based on their indoctrination. Because everything's the black man's fault and black men are supposed to lead. But speaking of that, that's tomorrow night smoke show. Smoke show Sundays. Black men are supposed to lead. And yeah, I will try to make it interesting. I'll try not to come off as too entitled because of my natural gifts, such as physical strengths, and try not to do it in such a. And this is one of my favorite words right here, misogynistic. I'm like every time I hear that word, it's just like wow. I mean, I have to say words that's on this program that even gets on my nerves sometimes because, um, I'm not the audience, but at the same time, the audience isn't me either. So um, that's that's a mistake that I believe a lot of content creators make. They make it all about them and not about who's watching. And that's why a lot of content creators become stagnant, and that's why a lot of content creators begin to fail. Like say for instance, the amazing Lucas. Once again, he's bitching about the Black Manosphere over on his channel. So but see, here's the thing. If that is what is appealing to his audience, if it's a good content strategy, who am I to complain about it? The only thing I can complain about is misrepresenting what's going on in this space, like a little bitch. Ooh, Kevin said bitch. Ooh, okay, yeah, like a little bitch. Because a lot of Black Manosphere haters, that's exactly how they act, like a bunch of little bitches. But let me save some of that smoke for tomorrow night. Let's talk about the tonight's topic. Bad publicity is still publicity. Ooh, I screw up that word sometimes. My apologies. Publicity. Yes. So, all right. So let's get some context going because we love context. Because people don't understand sometimes what words mean. And, I can't, give you guys all the credit. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Oh, we got 8 in the building, which, we got 9 now. There's a fight on tonight. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Um, so I hope for whoever's at those fights at this time, I hope you're all having a good time. I really have been real big on boxing. And like this has been for like quite a number of years. In fact, I don't even remember the last boxing match that I watched, just sat there and watched. Oh, wait a minute, whoa, whoa, whoa. The last boxing match I watched was actually very recent. It was Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. That was the last boxing match I won. No, not one. Because I'm thinking about I'm thinking about Adrian Broner. That's the last boxing match that I actually sat down and watched. And Adrian Broner, that was the one where he refused to accept the reality that he actually lost. I mean, it's good to have confidence, but stupidity, nah, nah. We're 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 not about that over here. Not over here on B and BBH. Sorry. So let me go through these comments a little bit. Oh, all righty. Phil Brad is the fourth member of this channel. Really appreciate it. I got 4 members and look, if y'all want to do like Phil Brad did tonight and take that step to become a member, hey, it'll be much appreciated. Once I get enough members, I'm going to start doing exclusive content that I think that's a lot of you guys will find very interesting. Probably going to do like more rants, like I'll make them member exclusive at first, and then I'll share them with the rest of the subs. Because you got to give people reasons to be members. And the 4 people that are members now, Aaron, and let me shout them out anyway. Uh, you know, D. Scott, Greg, Aaron Peters, and now Phil Brad. So, all righty, really appreciate the love and support coming from you guys. So, we got Rob in the house. What's going on, Rob? We got Toya. All right. I'm sure that is a very fun emoji to look at, but StreamYards doesn't put it out like that. But um, yeah, I understand the intention. Out from the norm 18. What is going on, my brother? Ken seeing red. Uh, Prepper 101. What it do? You know, he said, out from the norm said, I got tired of boxing after Floyd. Uh, Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, which one of these matches, were more recent? Was it Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao, or Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor? Because if it's Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, that was the last boxing match I watched. So, anyway, uh, Prepper 101. I've been married 25 years. There's a fight every night. Yeah, marriage is very challenging, man. Marriage is very challenging, but if you get through, if you can get through the hardships, you can have a lot of great times too. I'll say that. Uh, but you just keep it up, man. Shoot. I commend anybody's bravery for taking that step. So anyway, bad publicity is still publicity. It I don't think that many people realize that. That's why I stopped feeding trolls. I stopped feeding trolls because these guys actually thrive off of your criticism. See, it's along the same kind of principle, I would say. And a lot of people became popular on social media by trolling motherfuckers. Hurry up and buy. What's going on? You see, you heard the fight is almost over. Well, good to see you again. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hurry up and buy is quite the regular here, along with Prepper 101, from the Norm 18, Blacklight Revelations, Toya, Can't See in Red. I'm sure I'll see Dane One sometime tonight. Um, uh, Greg, and sorry if I forgot anyone else. D. Scott, Phil, Brad, like all you guys. And you know what? I will always say loyalty is every fucking thing. Like you guys can literally sit here and listen to me talk about just about anything. It's not about dissing another person, keeping another person's name in my mouth, or constant unwarranted fuckery about a space of people, a space of black men who aren't even checking for you. So that does make me feel as if my content is a little relevant. And instead of second guessing myself, I always look for ways to get better, especially with you guys. You know, some of you guys say I'm one of the most consistent content creators that you've heard. And the great part about that is in my heart, I know I can continue that. All right. So anyway, hybrid, yeah, hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. Yeah, him too. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Toya, because like he's here very regularly. So to see when it's more than like 5 people, that's what I like to call a loyal following. But I don't consider you guys actually following me like that. I think we're just all just a bunch of cool people. We're all a bunch of people that just cool with each other. So all right, let's hop to several things here. Try not to be uh, go in all kinds of crazy directions. I'll try to keep you guys engaged um, here today or tonight, and hopefully this is a good work in to the smoke show. All right, so publicity. Let me read that definition. Publicity. Uh, Notice or attention given to someone or something by the media. The case attracted wide publicity in the press, like the O.J. Simpson trial. I'll never forget when that verdict came out, the O.J. Simpson trial. I was sitting in a McDonald's with a few of my college buddies at the time. And yeah, we were sitting in a McDonald's when OJ was found not guilty. All the white people in the McDonald's, no lie, walked out pissed the fuck off. And that was what, over 20 years ago? Almost 30 years ago. So when people start saying this horse shit, like, try to minimize racism or something like that, I always refer to times like that I experienced growing up. And I think about times like that whenever examples of that bullshit happens today. But this is not about the O.J. Simpson case. Maybe I'll talk about that one day at a broadcast. Y'all think I should talk about the O.J. Simpson trial? I mean, it'll be a heavy piece of nostalgia for this channel. But of course, I would have to be brutally honest about the entire thing. And a couple of my views is very controversial on it. So, one day we'll do the OJ Simpson trial. But yeah, this is the definition of publicity: notice or attention given to someone or something by the media. Okay, so let me put that in a sentence that is more closely related to this space. The amazing Lucas gave the Black Manosphere free publicity by being a hating ass bitch. Okay, I could have stopped right after the publicity part. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be one of these Black Manosphere members that's not gonna take shit off anyone. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care how much you think said group is getting talked about. If said group stopped doing stupid ass shit all the goddamn time, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. Or we could move on to something else. So all of you idiots out there, shut the fuck up. Or keep talking so guys like me can talk about you. But hey, I'm what I'm trying to do right now, and at from henceforth, is be a professional. Start to treat this YouTube channel like a business. Start getting some publicity, some positive publicity, so I can get more support for you guys. So I can bring you more content, bring you more of my thoughts and my hot takes on certain subjects. And yes, I am very considerate and interactive with my chat, very interactive. And anybody that has been on that has been on the panel and has been in that live chat knows this. They know it. So anyway, that's publicity. That's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about things that, I'm going to share a few things that have happened recently, that has gotten some publicity. It is some of these, couple of these things are small, a couple of these things are medium size, a couple of these things are huge. So, all right, now that we got a little context, all right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, Lucas is a hating ass bit. Yeah, let's keep that comment up there for a second. If it doesn't get in the way of this slideshow I prepared. All right. Well, let me take this logo down for a second. Like I said, I hope you guys are pressing like. I hope you guys are pressing like or have pressed like, or you can press the dislike button. All right. All right. This one right here, and I'm gonna sit up here like, look, do what you got to do for your own happiness. Awesome, great. Do what you got to do for your own happiness. But um, I'm not really a big fan of augmentation when it comes to guys. Seriously, it is all good. Do what you got to do. Feel how to feel better about yourself. Um, and okay, let me read the caption in the slide. Denzel Seegers said he wanted to have the surgery to become the best version of himself. He underwent that surgery twice, once on his lower leg and again on his upper. It costing him about $80,000 overseas versus the estimated $150,000 he would have spent in the States. It's a company called Live Life Taller. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. And let's be happy for this brother that he finally found some peace and some confidence. Hopefully, he found some confidence in being a little bit taller. But for me, growing up, and this is why I say that Gen X is probably a bit tougher and more mentally tougher than millennials and uh, Gen Gen Z. you know, um, is the fact that it was beating to our heads that we had to accept ourselves for who we were. And for with that being said, I believe that the people who can't do that, you were kind of cheated mentally and emotionally out of that. You were. Dude, I mean, shit. It is a term that I used to hear, like, well, I've heard like in recent memory on YouTube. A lot of those channels that used to use this word got taken down, but we're dealing with a very odd group of people. Um, it's called the pussification of America. Like, we will more so pussify people than try to encourage people to, be who they are, or be who they were born to be at a most exceptional level. You know, like this young man said, becoming the best version of himself. But we were also taught to work with what we had in order to get there, because there is I don't mean to sound all sappy, something special about each and every one of us. It's called individuality, which means that in order for me to become the very best version of myself, I don't have to be like the next man in order to do that. I don't have to be like Michael Jordan. I don't have to be like Michael Jackson. Being Kevin is good enough. Is that right there is good enough. And my belief is, and it's just my belief, is that if everyone thought like that, this world would be a better place. I don't have to be you in order to be a relevant person. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do any of that. But for some reason, this young man felt like he had to change himself through surgery. He wanted to be a few inches taller so he can have the confidence to approach chicks. And if you don't believe me, let me go ahead and pull up this article. Let me go ahead and pull up this article. But anyway, if you haven't pressed like, I hope you do, and I hope you do real soon. Um, so let me see how I typed it in this search engine, so I can type it that way in here. Guy had surgery to get taller. Me, all right. Yeah. So Fox Five Atlanta, I guess that's a good enough website as any. So we're gonna share this screen real quick. Yeah. Oh, Ray Hama, what's going on? Yeah, man. I binge watched that Baki, bruh. And I have to say they did an excellent job. Man, there was so many funny parts in it. It was one part that kind of made me say, "Oh, I didn't know they were gonna do that." And I think you know that part I'm talking about. But outside of that, it was very good. Man, I took my balls up at everybody's stairs. Whether what it is, Black American men are going out bad. Yeah, some Black American men are going out bad. Gen X, Blexit the Community, what's going on? 1967 to 1985. All righty. Thank you for information that anyone could have Googled, but since I don't have time to do everything, that's why I appreciate a live chat. But yeah. So out from the norm 18, he was able to spend that money and did it to approach chicks when they care more about money than height. Yeah, he needed a manosphere of therapy. Oh, don't let the amazing Lucas hear that, fucker. But yeah, absolutely. I 100% I 100% agree out for the norm 18. But yeah, let me go and share this screen again. But whether he begs to differ, he said the manospheres um, probably why he did this in the first place. Man, look, I know a lot of people have a tendency to pick on the black manosphere, but nobody ever said that you got to get taller in order to get chicks. I mean, I don't know what I mean. I just have my I just have my view on that. But this is the newspaper. Well, not newspaper shit. I'm thinking back in my younger Gen X days. Man with Atlanta and Chicago. Man with Atlanta and Chicago ties has surgery to grow 7 inches. Oh yeah, wow. I mean, I'm content with my 5'11" personally. But let's read this story. I thought it was very interesting as to why he did it. Whether you are off the chain, bro. Whether you are off the fucking chain. Yeah, yeah. But Atlanta, it says, people all over the world are enamored by a man who just returned from Turkey, where he had surgery to grow 5 feet 5 inches tall to 6 feet. Um, I ain't know this dude. It's like how the hell anybody is enamored because of social media? Because what social media does? Oh God. But I'm starting to believe that part of the problem is social media anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't complain about social media and the internet too much because it's so interwoven into what we do here. But I know people who complain about it, and the motherfuckers be on the internet more than me. So some men view their height as either a blessing or a curse. Denzel Seegers says he always knew he was smaller and found himself saying those two words, "kilo man." Come on, man. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. I don't do sports. He said, okay, yeah. He said women have said some crazy things to me, especially since the surgery. They know it'll take another 6 months before I'm fully up and running. And I notice no one seems to care that I have two broken legs. I wanted to become the best version, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Look, mm, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Becoming that kind of version of yourself would take acceptance for who you are. It would. To truly become one with yourself spiritually, physically, mentally. He said, and whether I see you down there. Man said no pun intended. What does height have to do with spiritual growth? I mean, like I said, spiritual growth is accepting you for you. And that's going to become on one of the other subjects I talked about. I will talk about tonight. That will become very apparent when I say it again. Also, Ray, Ray, he must be watching Baki because that's exactly what Jack Hammer did. He was a scrawny little weak guy with a lot of heart determination, but he had surgery to lengthen his bones and he took a bunch of steroids. But that was in the anime. We're talking about real life here. This guy just wanted to get a little taller and more appreciated by chicks because this is where I will disagree with Weather and saying that it's probably because of the manosphere, because I've seen so many sentiments on social media really dragging and roasting short men. And some of us, we're not all the same. I mean, if people try to drag me, I don't give a shit. But I understand I'm not this guy right here. it really had an effect on him mentally. uh, Up from the norm 18 says you have to work to be the best version of yourself, not surgery. That's cheating. Yeah. I mean, I used to say this like I don't mind a woman getting a boob job, but they got boob jobs, BBLs, tummy tucks, uh, jawbone lifts, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm so used to hearing women doing this that I'm not very used to hearing a man doing this. It's just it's kind of odd to me, but like I said, it's that's what my view on it is. And okay, he said it costs about 80,000 overseas, and versus the estimated 150,000 he would have spent in the states. And I, I know what y'all thinking. He could have only spent $79,960. I mean, he could have saved $79,960 if a chick was the only problem he was having. You know. So let's see. He said a lot of people approach me in the gym just to tell me they're proud of me. They don't know what's going on. They just say, "Hey man, I'm proud of you. Keep pushing." Uh, he also said goes on to say, "I've always noticed my arms were too long for my body. They measured your wingspan before the surgery to make sure, and mine is of a 5'10" tall man. So basically, he's a knuckle dragger." He's also faced plenty of criticism. I bet anybody that knows he did this, anybody that knows he did this, is probably gonna roast him and drag him. They hate the way God made them essentially. So people change the original design, which means God is imperfect in their eyes. This is deeper than superficial intentions. Yeah, but you'll have a lot of funny people arguing with you on that. He said, "Who did the surgery? Dr. Moreau? Let's see who gets the reference." And Ray says, "You can't correct what's the most high God has made. His decision is final." hmm Like they said, you can say you're this and you're that, but when they dig up your bones and start testing them, they're gonna say exactly what you are. So let me see. He said Seeger said he's up front with anyone who asks about his experience. His brothers, who are both 5 feet 4 inches tall, says he proves anything is possible. He's already seen his new height help his rap career. Uh, my wife has met Outkast in person, and she says those guys are like, especially Big Boy is pretty short. So I mean, it ain't like rappers are all like basketball player size. But I mean, it's like this, y'all. To each his own. To each his own. I mean, whatever you think of this guy, to each his own. Personally, I'm content and satisfied with the way God made me. So there's no need for me to do some shit like this. I mean, is but if it helps his confidence, yeah, Ludacris is short. Most rappers are short. Lil Jon is a fucking midget. I've seen Lil Jon. I was like, damn, Lil Jon is a fucking midget. I mean, but yeah, Longo Savage, what's going on? Long live. I mean, I said Nelly is short. Yeah, because it was all in his head over and over again. That was a cornball ass joke. But the majority of rappers who are successful are like 5'7". Said we're starting to see those grotesque operations from horror movies. Next up is something from the movie Reanimator. Literally resurrecting dead bodies, scary stuff. Yeah, man. Shit. Have you ever watched House of a Thousand Corpses? Mm, mm-mm. I also just heard about this film that I haven't worked up the nerve to watch yet called The Centipede. All of both of those films have grotesque surgeries. Uh, but yeah. Okay, so but let's see. The majority of rappers who are successful are like 5'7". Okay, let me put this come up. Let me put this. Let me keep this comment up here because let me show you what's next. As far as the slideshow, and I just want to ask y'all this question. Hey, by the way, peace to the happy couple. But why does Yo Gotti? This is the second picture I've seen like this, and like, I just like, "Man, let me mention this on the show tonight," because you run across this stuff and it's like it the thing is I ran across another picture of them and it's like I was like, "Why does Yo Gotti seem like he is so fucking happy? Why is he so happy?" I mean, shoot, if you don't believe me, look at his other picture right here. I mean, it could be one or two things. It could be one or two things, and really no criticisms to Angela Simmons. I mean, I know about how cuckoo she was in the past, and I gotta tell you, I never watched that reality show. Weather, come on, man. Weather post nut clarity. That man said, "Yo, Gotti looks annoyed with Angela already." It might be, or or I don't know. Maybe he's like one of these guys that's trying to play the give y'all the tough guy face. Like nigga, man, real niggas don't smile, man. You might be doing that. He might be doing that shit. Real niggas don't smile. Either that or, either that or she is as crazy as rumored. What up, Alonzo? Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor. Check his channel out, please, guys. That man is giving away costly info for free. I don't know. He might have started charging for some of that stuff. I don't know, but I wouldn't blame him at all, actually. But shout out to Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor. Shoot. I mean, shit. She seems happy with him, right? Is that off from the norm? Let me stop. Yo Gotti never took a good pictures. He always looks like that. I figure it's something. It's something. It can't be just, oh man, this bitch getting on my nerves. Because I mean, if it was like that, they would have made it to this picture right here. And I do admit, Angela got some yams. She got some yams. So, you know, I mean, we can't just decide what this is at first glance. But I know what all of us are thinking. If I shouldn't have listened to Umar Johnson was a facial expression. Y'all are making this very much easier for me. Because let's go to the next slide. Jesus. I said, he tried. He mean it, man. He mean that shit. Dr. Umar meant that shit. Beautiful soul sister, melanated skin, all that stuff. Or he saw the OnlyFans video that they got now posted on X videos. Don't ask me how I know that. But just sometimes what they call sloppy top can be a very interesting thing. But yeah, Dadu Umar trying to save Sukiana. Wow. Sukiana, one of the I don't know, one of the worst dog shit people. And the reason why I say it like that because you got a woman that twerked on a 10-year-old boy in a video. And I do understand that that's some weirdo culture. All right, Aaron Peters, what's going on? Salute, member. Um, man, it is just I don't know. I just don't see. I mean, I know some of us black men do because some of us black men will fuck anything, but I just don't see the appeal in Sukiana. Forgive me for forgive me from being different um, from some of you. Y'all might think that Sukiana is a goddess, that she might be an incredible example of a human being and a woman. A woman, that's a word that a lot of sisters have been taking serious, especially the past few days. Uh, yeah, y'all might think she's a good example of that. I just don't think that she's a good example of that. I just don't think that she's appealing, let alone the kind of person that I believe she is. You know, I just don't. Whether say Umar drive a Nissan Sentra, man, I ain't gonna lie. The vehicle I had before I wrecked it, and got the vehicle I had now was a Nissan Sentra. It was a pretty good car, but yeah, shit. Shoot, one day somebody like somebody hit a vehicle in front of me and then swerved in front of me. I couldn't get out of the way on time. And I just like went like 60 miles an hour in their rear, and it completely destroyed the front end, totaled it out, airbags deployed. I came out unharmed, and it was on a 420. So you know what I had to do that day, especially after that accident. I had to blaze it up, man. Yeah, but if Umar wants to make a move like that, who am I to say he can't? I'm trying to be as agreeable as possible with this. I don't. They had a controversy where some rapper, I think it was was it YK Osiris? I don't. I could name like all these new age rappers that y'all love so much. I can't name five of their song. I can't name five of their songs. I can't do it. I can't, and I can't name one of whatever guy's song that is. I think that I can name a song by Sukiana. I think her song was named Pussy, which that fits Sukiana. And let me see. She also got started on the WAP video. Yeah, she was on WAP. That's the first time I believe anybody seen Sukiana. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But I mean, a lot of people are actually giving Umar props, because Umar is a pro black dick policeman, which that's all pro blackness is fucking dick policing. American Negro, what is up? YK Osiris is a simpleton. She actually she actually looks kind of cute in this pic. Yeah, she looks kind of wholesome. And this is what we try to tell a lot of sisters, but it falls on deaf ears. And it's not like I'm trying to change anybody like these fuckers out here trying to say I am. I mean, yeah, but Sukiana, like, without being a trashy piece of shit, yeah, she can look kind of homely and decent. you know? And that right there works for the majority of men. I- if you if said tattoo on the neck, red flag. Yeah, you must have watched Still Waiting. But yeah, it's like that's what a lot of, like I said, a lot of sisters don't realize that when you are in a humble kind of state, it makes you more attractive. But you ain't gotta fucking listen to me. I don't give a shit about most anyway. But pro black dick police. Yeah, yeah. Actually, he said, "Oh, okay, we complimented a black woman. That's black blasphemous in this space." Look, look, Weather. Look, I have no problem complimenting black women. I have no problem with it. No matter how much people say I might have a problem with it, it's just that I'm not gonna kiss anybody's ass. I'm gonna tell them the truth. I'm gonna tell them the truth. And the one major reason for that is because, even as a child, and people will probably say I'm some hurt nigga or something, which fuck you if you believe that. But, I actually appreciate the way I was raised because many people did not pull any punches with me. And it taught me to have a thick skin and that and I won't have to brace myself for criticism so much. It actually made life a lot easier for me, because it helped me handle something called acceptance. Know my limitation, knowing what my limitations were, and how can I improve on the things that I'm really good at. That's what it's about. It ain't about listening to a fucking hater. It's not. So, I mean, anyway, big dog prod. What's going on? Um, I've seen you in other spots. Welcome to the channel. She said in one interview that she enjoys cooking and plenty of dudes DM her for her Sunday meals. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cause like a lot of this shit is just for, you know, stage publicity or whatever, saying, her public image is not that great. But, people do things, that have added shock value just so they can get that publicity, you know. Uh yeah, publicity. Sick of the type to go suck another dick while telling her man she's gonna take her mama to the doctor. Maybe. Shoot, I wouldn't put it past her one bit. Would not. But I'm not gonna be that brother that's gonna be on these platforms telling you guys, oh, oh man, it all depends on what you bring out of the woman. Like, yeah, whatever, dog. If they like you, they like you. They don't, they don't. Shoot. But just realize this: no matter how good you fuck some of them, you ain't gonna be able to bring shit out of a lot of these. But we'll see how this situation develops. I think her main motivation was supporting her kids. She just went about it the wrong way, but she seems nice in her interviews. Now, I will say this about the YK Osiris situation, because a lot of people, especially a lot of guys, were blaming her, including me. Because if you twerking on a 10-year-old boy and then you start playing victim, you're a dog shit person anyway. It's hard for me to sympathize with you. But but that doesn't mean that you just go around treating them any kind of way. YK Osiris still did not have the right to do what he did. He still didn't. So let me just go ahead and clarify that. Aries 1B, what is up? What is up? Yo, just lurking. All righty. Cool. All right. Well, all of y'all in here watching right now, just make sure y'all got y'all finger on that like button and press it. Likes are for free. It are for the algorithm. Shoot. In fact, let me check real quick. Hold on one second. I got this Tube Buddy app since YouTube need to get their nuts back and goddamn let everybody see that dislike button again. But yeah, I got shoot, let me see. 25 likes. Well, that's a pretty good ratio. got 28 watching. If you ever press like on this video, I don't know why you haven't. So yeah, but like I said, we'll see how this situation develops, and we'll see. We will see if he tries to cape for this, which he probably will. Which he probably will. So just a couple more slides. Big Dog Prod says, of course, OG, I enjoy listening to the wisdom, knowledge, and life experiences you guys have. And of course, we are here to complain about whammons. I like the way you spelled that, man. Keep it up and keep growing. I appreciate that. Yeah, he know what's up. He knows a lot of people out here, but that black that bad publicity is what feeds the black manosphere. I'll tell you that much. If people didn't pay attention to us at all, it might actually hurt us more than help us, with all the negativity. But, it gives us something to believe in. I can't speak for all of us. I can't speak for all of us, but I can definitely speak for me and myself. But anyway, uh for the Norm 18, I'm not saying uh to go out of our way to disrespect her, but don't act like she's a good person because of what she says in an interview. She was twerking on a child. She adds to evil in our people. Nightish, what's going on? The greatest fighter of this generation is now from Omaha. Boy, somebody, if I don't stop fucking up these words, people are gonna start calling me some illiterate motherfucker. And I don't give a damn either, motherfucker. Mm. So so who's from Omaha? Oh, he said Bud. Oh, Terrence Crawford. That's what they call him, Bud. Okay. Uh, Bud is Andre Ward of the 2020s. All right. So all right, let's continue. Okay. Now, because of current circumstances, I know this channel is called Black Men Being Brutally Honest, but with these kinds of situations, we have to mince our words quite a bit when it comes to talking about a certain group of people, because talking about this certain group of people is almost worse than talking about the small hats, you know. So uh the one on the right is Jess Hilarious. Now, Jess Hilarious has caught the attention of many for controversial remarks. And when I say controversial, controversial in 2023. That T women are not women. You know what my views are on this. I said that I go the Dave Chappelle, J.K. Rowling route with it. I haven't been I haven't been secretive about it at all. My view, and it's not everyone's view, but my view is that gender is fact. That there are only two, and who's going to cancel me for saying that? No fucking body. But the more and more I think about this, the more and more I'm going to probably say that this is their fight. Is that Lizzo? No, whether that is T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison. I believe the medical term for it is transgender. Um, Jess Hilarious and certain other biologically natural born sisters have been saying that, hey, T women aren't real women. Now, I agree with Jess Hilarious. But I will say this: if they are going to fight this, if they are going to fight this battle, they need to cut sisters out from saying that, oh, I have to be masculine and I have to be fem. I heard some dumbass on and I believe I was watching the breakdown one day. Shout out to Sister George and Concrete Rose. Some chick in the chat gonna talk about, well, I have to be masculine and feminine. And I'm sitting up there like, you just threw up the one of the biggest red flags in the dating area that I've ever heard. Because if I ever hear a bitch say that shit, I'm just like, look, I'll say it just like this. Although I don't have any impact on anyone's dating life at this time, because I am married. If a brother were to walk up to me and say, hey, you know what, I'm feeling this chick right here. Um, I'm gonna say good luck in a very smug way. If you are a woman that says you are masculine and you have to be masculine because men aren't men anymore, then that's your fault. And now look at what you're dealing with. Being gaslit like a motherfucker by people who weren't even born with the natural equipment. They weren't even born. You like the women like Jess Hilarious had to struggle with all the changes in coming into her womanhood. And then you just gonna have some hard leg come in and say, oh well, you don't have the monopoly on that. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that weird shit. This is the kind of shit that we're living in right now. And let me tell you who the blame lies with. Scary ass people with no fucking spine in our community. Because see, I don't know about the Asian community. I don't know about the Caucasian community, the Latino community, the Middle Eastern community, or whatever community. I don't know. But it seems like to me that every time the media throws something in front of black people and say, hey, you know what? You got to accept this. Guess what our happy asses do? Oh my God, yes. Oh, these people need our help. No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. But somebody did bring up, like I was speaking with somebody earlier. They brought this up with me. Like this is actually, if you really think about it, this is actually textbook misogyny by men. It really is. You're hating on biological women because they were born that way, and you're sitting up there arguing, like arguing about a period. This is what we come to. You don't have a monopoly on periods. Yes, the fuck they do. Yes, they do. Shit doesn't make any damn sense. None. None whatsoever. This is the kind of misogyny that these women should be fighting. This is actual, not this shit that they see on social media trying to stoke the fires and provoke motherfuckers and say coon ass shit. And then when you disagree with them, oh, you're such a misogynist. You hate women, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I agree. They should be saying group fighting this. But hey, how much of that fight belongs to black men? Actual heterosexual black men like myself who are proud of who we are. How much of this fight is ours? After being shitted on and criticized, and then when we tried to say this shit was fucked up, guess what? Oh, guess what they would say to us? Well, why y'all always just thinking about this ain't none of your business? Oh, you're trying to manage what other people do with themselves. That's my home. That's my bitch right there. Oh, okay, like that's fine. Y'all gonna live to regret this. You're gonna live to regret this shit. And right now, hey, now you're sitting up here on social media arguing over something that comes natural to you with weirdos who couldn't accept themselves for the way they were born or the way they are. Not taught like me to accept yourself, to gain a little confidence for who you are. And to tell you the truth, for what some of what that other group, the alphabet gang, for what they've been through, those are stories that are not told. What they went through growing up in life, what led them to that path. Because the outrage doesn't belong. The outrage should not be pointed toward straight black men. The outrage should not be pointed. I mean, like I said, it's straight black men. It should be pointed at the people who supported it. Now you're sitting up there fighting for something that you shouldn't have had to fight for in the first place because niggas are so fucking stupid because we're told to support everything except black. So there, this is the shitstorm we're in right now. Then they want to call you this what CIS thing, this cis thing. Like there's something wrong with you claiming your birthright to your own gender. I was born this way. I mean, this is a weird fucking world that we live in right now. Mm. But y'all go ahead. Y'all keep watching Disney. Y'all can keep watching all these little things that target your kids. I have to watch kid shows now because my daughter watches kid shows and they trying to sneak them little messages in there. So I can say, oh nope, nope, can't watch this anymore. And I'm sorry if some of y'all disagree. I'm really sorry. Shoot. Why should Jess Hilarious have to argue about something like this? Let me tell you the reason. Because when these motherfuckers was all in their face talking about some, hey bitches, hey girlfriend, when they was all in their face, they accepted it. Oh, that's my homie right there. Little Bussy Tyrone is my homie right there. Shoot. Let me tell you something. I cut that shit off when they was like, "Oh, okay, we want to play sports. We want to play female sports." I was like, "Hell no!" Because think about it. You dads with daughters. I mean, that we have very young daughters. Mine is still under 10. What if your daughter trained herself to peak physical condition and decided to get into sports? But Tyleisha, aka used to be Tyrone, keeps smoking her ass in the sport. The dumbest answer that you could give your little girl is train harder. That's the dumbest answer. And that's what I hear people saying. I'll just tell her to train harder. You know what I want to see? The one that transitioned into guys play guy sports. That's what I want to see. I bet you they'll cut that shit out then. Let me look at some of these comments. That man said this is a Patreon exclusive. You think I might need to make this one private? Oh, that man said is that Lizzo. Let me go back a little bit. Starscream. Yeah. I am the new leader of black women. I think HER. You talking about her, the singer? I'm listening. What's going on? Like the guy on stakes, like the State Farm. Hey man, them my homies. I mean, shoot, I understand they rub people the wrong way, you know, but them my homies, especially Sister George. Any issue I have with them, I can I'll be more than happy to tell them. But they just doing their thing. Shaka Nulu, what's going on, bruh? One of them isn't. But like I said, like the irony of this is they keep calling themselves masculine. They keep calling themselves that shit. Shoot, in fact, I'll probably take this stream down and put it on my Patreon. Like y'all know I do have a Patreon. But see, the thing is though, I don't like I will push for people to join the Patreon, but I just activated memberships on this channel too, and I feel like that'll be a bit much to ask. So, I mean, I guess I would before I can really start pushing that my social media expands, I have to get a certain number of subs over here first, because really the most effective people are the one that got a bunch of subs in one place. I mean, think about someone like Kevin Samuels who had parody on YouTube and Instagram. He had over a million followers on Instagram and had over a million subs on YouTube. So until I can get to that kind of level, then it'll be too much to ask for people to uh, you know get the Patreon and be a member on this channel. But either one y'all want to do, hey, I'm for it. Thank you. But yeah, Shaka. Like the irony of this is that, like I was saying a second ago, these women talking about, oh my God, we have to be masculine. Oh, no, you don't. Now you're fighting to be a woman. Fuck out of here. Yeah, if you might want to send this one to Patreon. Yeah, because that group of people cut the fucking fool. They cut the fool. Arabs in Michigan were against that during Pride Month. Said, did y'all see the video Don Mega posted? Gen Z black men are wilding out here, rating a transformer after you just told him she was a he. Still rated it above and that. Yeah. When they say stuff like niggas are done, I try to fight that notion, but when Weather tells me stuff like this or anyone, I'll be like, God damn. I'll be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And let me tell you something. Those dudes are gay, just like Darius McQuarrie. You know about the whole Sydney Star thing. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of which, what a great time to bring this up. Sydney Star lied on Chingy, costing him $25 million. And this is an old story. This is an old story, but the reason why it came back up because I guess Sydney Star went on I guess Vlad TV and said that she would get or something or it was an Instagram or Chingy was interviewed again or I don't know how this came about. I mean, I read it. I should have read into it a little bit better so I can act as I was better informed. I mean, but Chingy had originally, I guess, forgiven uh them. He had originally forgiven them, but let me see if I can recite what he said. Oh, okay. The headline was Chingy refuses to call Sydney Star a woman after, and this is quote, she lied about being with him and cost him a record deal. And he's quoted in saying he was man enough to admit he lied. Mm, alrighty. And Sydney Star was like, "Well, I got $1 million since you know, I got $1 million since an apologizing wasn't enough." That was the comment she made. So this was recent. Um, yeah. So yeah. So look, all I'm telling brothers is don't be fooled. Sydney Star admitted they lied. And I mean, like, it's a really bad thing. It should tell that group of people that America is not going to well, black men, and I can speak for us, are not going to accept certain things no matter how long you think it's going to take. Because see, let me tell y'all about this term that they're trying to put out there, and in some places they're actually trying to make this a crime. This is a warning to whoever's listening. They have this little term called misgendering, and what happens is like that's kind of that's by their definition what Chingy did by refusing to acknowledge Sydney Starr as a woman. He did what was called misgendering, which, look, I already told y'all my view on this, so you don't need to know what my thoughts are on that BS. But it is what it is. Yeah, this is a Patreon exclusive. Andre, Andre, what's going on? He says, "Real talk, Kevin. It's not black men fight at all. We tried to warn black women, but they goofy ass didn't listen. Trans men stay in their lane because they already know what would happen if they don't." Mm, yeah, I asked one. I asked one day. So if I get in a fight with you, would it be considered mono and mono? And then then I had to really think about it because they didn't answer the question. Because it's like the really the B dagger chicks, they're the ones that really try to bow up to you and try to sit up there. I kick your ass, suck my dick, nigga, and all this other shit. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, you better sit your ass down. You don't stand a fucking chance. you know. So humble yourself. Shoot. So, like I said, that would be an interesting thing. They're always supporting, they're always supporting dudes that want to play girl sports, but they're never supporting girls that want to play dude sports. I mean, they had one this girl. She made it onto a college football team, and I got a comment on that video this past week, and they was like, and the person requested that I should do a follow up. And I was like, well, duly noted. I probably will do a follow up since that was like 3 years ago, just to see where she's at right now. So y'all help me remember the O.J. Simpson trial and whatever girl uh, got onto the college football team. I'll revisit those. Uh, Lexi the Communita says the LGBT mess is white people's culture war seeping into black culture, which we already are dealing with a gender war, which is our current culture war among blacks. Uh, the term gender war. It didn't seem like it was a gender war till black men got on YouTube and started saying what the fuck we're saying. But yeah, call it what you want. But yeah, they like, and it was like I was saying, Blexit. I was like, anything that they put on TV, anything they put on TV, anything they put on TV, and they tell black people to support it, we will support it. Like the people was like, But, I mean, you have those blacks that's like, well, we can't be discriminating on nobody because of what we went through. Man, fuck that shit. I'm not saying discriminate on people. What I'm saying is look out for the best interests of your own. And we're pretty shitty with that as compared to every other group who is not very shitty with it. It's not really in my lexicon, Chakalulu. I'm just giving a stern warning to brothers. This is the shit that they're trying to pull. And I've heard of a couple instances where women actually went to jail for refusing to recognize somebody by, their reassignment. It become black men's fight when black male millionaires are losing money because these perverted sexual deviant freaks of natures. How did that cost them 25 million? My guess he went on a rant that some people would call phobic after this happened, because like think about the ramifications of lying on someone to that extent. Think about that shit. If that's not you, if that's not you, then why then why put up with somebody lying to you? And Blexit, kind of take it easy on comments like this, bruh. Do not condone death. Take it easy on that. I don't want this channel getting flagged. I mean, for some of the shit that I'm saying tonight, they might try it anyway. So, like I said, this brought you guys that are listening right now, you're exclusive to this. I just got to find out how to private it up and put it on Patreon, because I tried to put a couple broadcasts on Patreon before, but because I made it private, I couldn't see it. So we'll see what we can do. Anybody know anything about Patreon? Yeah, please give me this kind of tip. Cartel, what is up? So-called misgendering is a crime in Canada, punishable by incarceration. Okay, so all right, yeah, there it is. There it is. That this was about this was this is what originally happened during the incident. It said right there, rapper Chingy sat down with Vlad TV to reflect on the end of his rap career, which he blames on rumors he carried on an affair with transgender personality Sydney Starr. He talked about taking a pic with Sydney during the show and how the lies damaged his career and caused him to lose a record deal. Later, he spoke about Sydney finally admitting that she lied, and he said he's forgiven her. I mean, he said it then, but losing $25 million is not an easy thing to think about. Like for real, it's 25 million. Then she talking about giving them. Uh, then she talking about giving them 1 million because apologizing wasn't enough. I say, I say, do like your boy. Shout out to Ramil. Put them people in her life. Put them people in her life. Wait a minute. Sorry. Put them people in his life. Shoot. Put them people in his life. Shoot. So let's do a little review here before I put this broadcast on private. Guy get surgery to want to get taller. This is the version of BBL for men. lengthening their legs. This man is standing by a fathead of himself as a shorter guy. Now, is this some type of victory for short guys? If you feel as if you got to get surgery to go get taller, go ahead. But um, don't don't blame me for the ridicule you receive for this. All right. Oh, I didn't mention this. Mitch McConnell freezing like a motherfucker. Yep. The leader of the GOP, which he has vowed to make it through 2024 as their leader. This is fact. He said this. Froze up in front of everybody. Now, they really should put a limit on the terms these people can serve. They really should, because these motherfuckers are malfunctioning. You got Biden, who they're actually seriously going to put him up as their candidate for next year's presidential election. Boy, that shit is going to be awful and full of social justice next year. That shit's gonna be awful. I was listening to Zero yesterday. He said they about to get everything in double standards. I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, this is turning into fucking Weirdoville. So I can really see that happening because I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. Not very many black men are fighting for very much as far as in the way of our rights and how I mean we're already fighting against how the world views us, which is really for me not that much of a fight because I'm more of a person that rather say fuck all of you niggas and don't approach me with the bullshit, or I will give you a full plate of get the fuck out my fucking face. But um, yeah, I forget shit. I lost track of what point I was gonna make. But this shit right here was definitely funny. This is the same guy that said Obama was going to be a one-term president, and many people right now wish that would have came to fruition with Obama. So, I mean, shoot, I mean, like, everyone has their reasons for it. People thought that Obama was going to be the bestest ever, and basically he was a guy that I don't know. Obama did do some good things, but I don't know. Obama's Obama. Yeah. So anyway, Mitch McConnell freezes up like eventually all old Peckerwoods do. Like this is a funny picture right here because he looked like look look at the guy behind him like oh shit this is embarrassing. What is going on? I thought he would get through this 2 seconds, but he couldn't. Southpaw 2K1, what is up? Hopefully Senator McConnell will retire and see the writing on the wall. Most of them old fuckers need to retire. Many of them do. Okay, so all right. We talked about Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti and how happy he always looks. And I had clarity from earlier that Yo Gotti always takes pictures like this. In fact, let me Google Yo Gotti real quick to see if he looks any different in any other photo. Yo Gotti. Okay, images. Boom, images. Uh, uh. Oh, okay. I did find one pic of him smiling. Couple of them actually. Hey, that shit is completely dissolved. Let me see if I can find that shit and show y'all real quick. Mm. But I found this picture out to put it in the slideshow. Okay, so let me the fuck out of here. Website uses cookies. So I don't give a fuck. Fuck out of here. The Shade Room. Fun fact about the Shade Room: when my Facebook group was at its peak, the Shade Room had an article on it. I wish somebody would have posted the actual article in the fucking group, but they didn't. So there they are. There goes the look, Yo Gotti sitting up there smiling with that loving gaze. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Cheesing it up like a motherfucker. Got his fresh haircut. Man got three ropes around his neck and a Newport colored shirt. Shoot. Angela Simmons is not bad looking. I will say that. She's not bad looking, but man said photos. Angela Simmons says she's happier than ever following reveal of relationship with Yo Gotti. Oh, okay. So this was at the beginning of the relationship. He's smiling. He's all enthusiastic. Shit. I got Rev Run's daughter. You know, we- I'm wearing all these ropes on my fucking neck, and that motherfucker look like his damn. That motherfucker must have like a bunch of muscle development in his neck, going around looking like dark skinned Benzino. It's like, damn, that shit look. I mean, for real, that shit look like he training in like the hyperbolic time chamber. And he's wearing a weighted suit or some shit like that. What the fuck, like, bruh? I remember I had one chain. I had one chain with a cross, but it wasn't quite that big. It was long, but it wasn't big. And this was like 20 years ago almost. Dude. So he looked happy in that picture, and this is where they're at now. Well, this was a few months ago. This is where they're at now. And the reason why I brought it up is because of the fact that I noticed that look on his face. Yeah, but he got a handful there. He got a handful right there in that picture on the left. I'll make her walk this way and talk that way. Oh shit. This is what you said about Mitch McConnell. The man had a stroke and nobody wants to admit it. Uh, yeah. All right. So what else did we talk about? Oh, Dr. Umar Sukiana. Mm. Like I said, I want to see how this develops. The I want to see the YouTube videos made by the Black Manosphere. Like, you probably get some anti-Manosphere hater saying, "Oh, the Black Manosphere is worried about Sukiana and Dr. Umar. Oh, what can they do about it?" Shut up. Yeah, that's why I put that nigga on the right in that picture because of you niggas. Yeah, yeah, he a big cheese. Shoot, that nigga probably got some of that sloppy, that stanky. Shit. Umar love the hoes. I mean, hotel. Yeah, he do. That man calling her all kinds of beautiful black sisters and queen and all this other shit and mother of the earth and shit. He was saying all that shit to Sukiana. You know what Sukiana was saying? Slurp, 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 slurp. That was Sukiana was saying. I mean, shit. And this woman threw up on a dude's dick. Like I said, I saw the video. I mean, it's on X videos. If you look up Sukiana on X videos, you can find that video. Because and how I knew it was the video because I saw the picture posted on Facebook of the aftermath. Shoot. So, all right. Oh, then we talked about this, which is why I probably have to put this video in private, so I won't get a flag for it because I know how some of you niggas operate. Y'all could want some of you guys can 100% agree with everything I've said about this and will still put a flag on this video because of how you personally may feel about me or the black manosphere. So, but I didn't. All right, member. All right, member. We got D Scott. What's going on? Yep, and joining the ranks of the members tonight, Phil Brad. Awesome, guys. Become a member. I'm not asking for too much. Yeah, I can't do things like ask for tiers and stages and shit. I feel like that's a little cocky. Like for anybody to do that's really under 10,000. But hey, do what you want to do. It's your business. If you're a content creator. But thank you definitely for the memberships. Yeah, and I also feel Brad D Scott. Keep an eye on the community tab. I do post like updates on the channel growth, so that's one thing I figured out to do. I take a screenshot of the channel subscription number, the exact subscription number, and I put it under the members. So okay, so like I said, once I get enough members, I'll start doing more exclusive content. But yeah, treat it like a porta potty. Yeah, wow. I think I know what that means. I mean, like that means that R. Kelly is like, like a third grade picnic compared to what this bitch likes. Uh-huh. So yeah. So Jess Hilarious have been getting into it with the trans community. There's even been like white trans people coming after Jess Hilarious. And they're sitting there's been studies and gender is what you feel. And I'm sitting up there like, get the fuck out of here. If I kicked you in your natural nuts, you will fall to the fucking ground. So Suki says she like to get treated like a porta potty. What the hell else you think? How the hell else we was supposed to take that? She she like the shitty blue water on her and everything, huh? Oh man. Oh god. You guys make me enjoy this shit just that much more. Sukiana needs her cookout privilege. Yeah, she needed it revoked when she twerked on that 10-year-old boy in that video. But nobody really said shit. Shoot. So now you got this fight going on, and I don't know. Doo doo Dubai. Okay, we ain't gonna start talking about sassy trucker again. Yeah. Miss, I want to sass people in another country and act like getting loud in Dubai is actually gonna work. Now she's finding out the hard way. Shoot, shoot. You know who I didn't say anything about? I didn't say anything about Carly Russell. Carly Russell is being charged. She's the woman in Alabama that lied about being kidnapped and lied about seeing a toddler on the road. Now she's being charged. Let me take this slideshow down. Let me see if I can find that real quick, and I will talk to you guys about that, and I might call it a wrap. Whew, let me see. Carly Russell. All right. Oh yeah, there it is. Go ahead and RPM. What it is, brother? Charged with misdemeanors. Yep. I just saw it. Let me show y'all what I just saw. Uh, Carly Russell charged in kidnapping hoax. Carly Russell charged with two misdemeanors in kidnapping hoax. And look at the smile on her face. This is like not only bad publicity, this is like the worst kind of publicity. And, she lied. Yeah, I saw. I saw a post tonight on Facebook, and really, I need to like withdraw completely from Facebook. Facebook is the fucking peanut gallery. Um, it's like, well, some of y'all were lying about them PPP loans. Y'all need to y'all need to leave Carly Russell alone. Let me tell black women something, and for those who are listening, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my audience is 95% men. So don't bring that the female leading the manosphere bullshit over here. Don't do it. I will show you I I will show you the numbers. In fact, I'll take a look at it before I cut this broadcast. It's like, look at and look at this mug shot. You know what I call? You see this mug shot right here? You know what I call this? I call that or audacity. That's what I call it. I call it audacity. What the fuck are you smiling for? You're an embarrassment. You are a real live embarrassment. Jesus, embarrassing my home state like that. Lying about being kidnapped and see, this is something else black women should be fighting and should be more angry about. Instead of making excuses for this bitch, you should be angry about this. You have a miss you I mean, a lot of these female content creators claim there is a missing black girl problem. There's a missing black woman problem. And then you got somebody pulling this shit for attention. Or somebody's mental health needs to be visited. She might not be well. She might not be. So, yep. So that's what happened to Carly Russell. Charged with two misdemeanors after faking her own abduction. In fact, let's look at Fox 5 Atlanta. Carly, Carly Russell of Alabama charged with two misdemeanors for kidnapping hoax and public frustrated. Okay, you will need to go through the story again. Yeah, I know I clicked on it, but yeah, it's yeah, like I said, this is embarrassing. And then people was like, this is what I don't like, and I'm gonna go ahead and admit to you guys, I would much rather things be done on a case by case basis. People saying black men taking L's, people saying black women taking L's, all this other shit. Carly Russell took an L. What's the boy? Who's the guy? Who's the guy that got that leg lengthening surgery? He took an L because he wasn't confident enough to navigate through life. Denzel Seegers, yeah, he wasn't confident enough to navigate through life being the way he was. So if only we could do things on a case by case basis. But on the flip side of that, if we hold each other accountable in a very realistic, tangible way, maybe we can start increasing the standard that would be in our best interest. But that's not going to happen. You guys would rather be fools. You guys would rather smiling fucking mud shots. So, hey, that's what I got to say about that. So, oh, we got some new comments. Damn, I didn't know about that, Kev. That's just wrong. Like when Amber Rose twerked in front of her own son. Ill. Yeah, Amber Rose is raising her son to be a feminist, which is gonna really, really drag that dude down to shitter when he grows up. Off from the Norm 18, she made bail and probably gonna get probation and community service. Service. Yeah, she's. I don't think she's gonna do any time in prison. I don't think she is. They might put her ass on house arrest just to get her to think about ever lying again. But you know, ninja person. Did y'all see the passport sis in Italy who got slapped by the hotel owner? The Please Act Right channel covered this story. Okay, so I'll go over there. I'll visit Please Act Right channel and check that story out myself, and maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow night for the smoke show. Let's all book a flight to Dubai just to sit in the courtroom for shits and giggles. What's up, Calvin Rogers? Black women on Facebook. Oh, okay. You must know what I know. That Facebook is the fucking peanut gallery at this point. It is unless you plan on being a complete cuck or a complete simp, that is not the place for you. Now, some people are just cool, and I should have really I should have just did what I originally did when I came to Facebook. And then that's just just trying to keep it chill, cool, post pictures of, my daily, my activities and, post pictures of my family. I mean, I became such a controversial guy on Facebook. I can't even post pictures of my kid because if one more person says something about my family, especially my kid, I'm gonna knock at their fucking door. So I'm serious, man. I get so tired of the bullshit. People thinking, "Oh, I'm on the internet. I can disrespect them all I want." I was like, "No, that ain't the world you live in. Them motherfuckers will actually pull up on you." But that's tough guy talk on the internet. You got to be careful with that, and I have to be careful with that but I do have hot buttons. Taz know I have hot buttons. So shit. And then niggas love to say you crying. I say, bitch, you talk about my fucking family. I'll stomp the change off your ass. Like, fuck off. Oh, you crying? Like, no, I'm gonna make your ass cry. Real fucking tears. Southpaw 2K1. About time she's charged. She's smiling because she's a woman and she knows she won't get real jail time. She might get time out, babysitter jail time. Yeah. Her ass gonna be sitting at the home with an ankle monitor. And everybody who in her family gonna bring her everything she fucking needs. She the only freedom she gonna lose is initially being charged. That's it. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. I'm all late. Hope everyone is doing good. Were you watching the fight? Dude, I understand fight nights it be like that. Shoot, especially on UFC fight nights. That attention is one strong drug in so many black. Yep, yep, absolutely, absolutely. I've always said this: any regular looking woman, for real. I mean, she ain't even got to be like exceptionally fine. She ain't even got to be on the level of some of these Instagram models. Um, they could put up a selfie and immediately she'll get like 50, 100, 150 likes, which I don't really care. I'm just observing. And then you got all these women up under her post. Gorgeous. You are so beautiful. Then you got a couple cornballs. Oh, I caramba. Stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's so easy for 'em to do that. But that's the perk of see, that's the perk of being in a certain gender. And see, now you got motherfuckers trying to take that away from them. So for me, I know somebody in the chat said it earlier. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. We know who we as black men, especially straight black men, we know who we are at the end of the day. We know who we are. I mean, I said they start before a hybrid beyond addicted. Hybrid is her as it says, her smiling on her mugshot is her attempt to fake like it doesn't affect her, trying to act tough as if she was a man. See, again, again, they need to cut that shit out because now they're fighting for their womanhood. on one of the weirdest and most fucking unnecessary back and forths I have ever seen in my fucking life. But black men, I recommend don't interject. Let them have it. They supported this shit. For the life of me, I don't know why B Dubs think they're tough. Is the way of the woman. It's not. Yeah, look, they claim, oh, I have to be masculine. I have to be. Lexi Duck Community, I get banned on Facebook every other month because of black women. You can barely type the words black women without FB trying to ban 'em. Yeah, yeah, like for real. But I have a sensitive account on Facebook too, cause cause I was really savage back in the day. Roger would tell you that from his own eyewitness account. Shoot, yeah, we're gonna have your backup, Kev, when you kick down their door. Yeah, you gotta watch pulling the kick though. You gotta watch that shit because somebody may have a shotgun behind it. Shoot, but hey, D. Scott, Art the Stall, what is up? What is up? Cyber catastrophic impact is 83rd power. See, Weather said this earlier. Yes, sir. Crawford got it done. Justin Gaethje knocked out that Louisiana swamp trash Dustin Poirier with a vicious, I said vicious head kick. Derek Lewis is back with flying knee KO. But they had a mixed martial art event because I thought Errol Spence and Crawford were boxers. Oh, okay, I mean I guess they mixed it up. Derek Lewis is back. Oh yeah, man. Let me tell you something. I'm a fan of Derek Lewis. You know why I'm a fan of Derek Lewis? Derek Lewis is unfiltered as they come when he does interviews. I don't know. He might have straightened up a little bit because I think that's what Dana White didn't like about him at first. But hey, Babylon is burning. We should get cigars and set up the grill. All right. Shoot, have some of that stanky. Break down them cigars. And like I said, just chuckle the fuck up. We just chuckle. I mean, shit. I mean, that's what they get. They disrespected us over that shit. So fuck them. I understand the sentiment. I understand how crazy this shit is. No, if she can't pay bond, she will stay in jail. She won't be able to leave Dubai until the trail is over. They took her passport. Okay. We were talking about Carly Russell, Calvin. We're not talking about I know I brought up Sassy Trucker, but did we it just for a bit of context, we're talking about Carly Russell. Mm, okay. Shoot. Yeah, this is what goes around comes around with the trans thing. Yep. Yep. I agree. I agree. Head Unchained. I met Kia through them Facebook days. I can't say anything on Facebook either, so I don't even bother with it anymore. Yeah, man, dude. Yeah. I've known Egg through Facebook for like about what 5 6 years, and it was a hell of a troll. I'll give him that much because he even got me mad a couple times. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck this dude talking about? uh, there, there was a boxing event and a UFC event. Derek was dropping f bombs and expletives. LOL. That's my dog. I'll say this though: the fight between Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou was lackluster because they both acted like they were scared of each other. Because like Francis Ngannou is a knockout king. and Derek Lewis got knockout power as well. So I mean, it was just like I was disappointed in that fight. Like it was almost as bad as Israel Adesanya and Yoel Romero. Like, yeah, that fight sucked too. So, oh yeah, yeah, Derrick Lewis did get in trouble for that because when you're in a place when you're in a professional place and you say something like that around the wrong people, if it somehow hurt them, they can get you in trouble for that. They can even get you fired depending on what the profession is. Yeah, 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 and Ed knows I'm telling the truth. That's why he was laughing. What do black women want their legacy to be? This fuckery by so many black women had to be taking a toll. SMH. Francis versus Lewis was the exact opposite of what I expected. People were booing. Mm, yep. Yeah, yeah. The fight was horrible. The fight was horrible. Even me watching UFC. I expected so much more. I expected so much more. I mean, I enjoyed Anderson Silva fights that, in his prime, the 2 or 3 minutes they lasted. And I mean, those fights, even though you kind of knew Anderson Silva was gonna tap the man on the chin and that motherfucker was gonna pass out. Shit. Even though those fights were better than that one. Joel Romero fought a top tier Bellator fighter like he fought Izzy, except this top tier fighter named Nemkov beat the brakes off him. It was nasty. Let me make a note. Nemkov versus Yoel Romero. Let me make a note. So let me check. Let me see if I can find that somewhere on YouTube. Because I'm like anybody. I love to watch a good ass whooping. Shoot. But anyway, y'all. Glad to have come to y'all again tonight for a couple hours on a Saturday. I hope to see everyone who's watching tonight at the Smoke Show tomorrow night. Smoke Show Sundays, every Sunday, late Sunday nights. The subject matter will be Black men are supposed to lead, which we are not seen as the most effective leaders, black men in general as a collective. And I want to see if I can receive some smoke from naysayers as to why. But y'all know how these smoke show goes. Y'all know how these go. Like people will come up and they won't give me any smoke in particular, but they'll give somebody else who happens to be on the panel some smoke. So smoke shows ain't exactly been smoking like that, but they're still pretty good shows, I would say. So what up, What up, Blu-ray? What's going on? It's supposed to be the smoke show is supposed to be like anybody that would like to come up on the channel, and if they want to disagree with anything that I've said, or you know tell me why they think that the black manosphere is a shitty place to be. I welcome that kind of dissenting opinion, that kind of conversation. I think people are being used to. I think people who frequent these spaces are used to being cursed out by someone who disagrees with them. So they're kind of like like a lot of people would rather be around places they are comfortable with. And some of these people who talk a lot of this shit would rather say it in an echo chamber than to hear someone disagree with them on it. Because that's the one thing I've been waiting on. But hey, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But uh, as long as the smoke show, as long as I do the smoke show, it'll always be somebody's opportunity to come tell me what their fucking problem is. You know, so ninja person. Black women and women in general don't think in legacy. They think in terms of maxing out their nest. Black women trying to combine black men concuserce and white women feminism, access to white men power to make their idea nest. And then hybrid catastrophic impact S83rd power says the smoke show addition to this platform has been great. It brings an extra element and feel to the platform, raw and uncut. I wish you were here for the entire show because I was pretty raw and uncut tonight. But yeah, that is exactly what I try to accomplish with this show. So, like I said, I hope to see you all there tomorrow night. But I think that I'm going to right now wrap this up. Let's see here. Let me check one last time because people have been real sneaky with the dislikes lately. I think they know I'm gonna play that video, so they don't become the recipient of the video. But oh look, I got 43 likes, so and no dislikes, so I don't get to play my video. But just in case I get a dislike after this broadcast, let me play that motherfucker anyway.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze.
Damn.
Come on, guys, please just entertain me. Oh fuck. So all right. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all time to watch this, and probably sometime tomorrow morning I'll go ahead and private it because it's like you can't say certain things that I said tonight. Yeah, but yeah, I just miss playing it hybrid. That's all. I just miss playing it. So anyway, that's it, guys. That gets and remember and remember this always. Bad publicity is still publicity. Now, shoot. Now go to the amazing Lucas's chat and tell him he's a fucking piece of shit now. Now, I mean you can do it if you want to, but anyway, that's it. Like, share, subscribe. In Kev we trust. When you don't give up, you win. See y'all at the smoke show.